Whether a service, product, or a mix of both, the purpose of your business is to create value for your customers. However, the challenge is how to convert that value into revenue for your business. The revenue map is a useful tool for transforming the value you create for your customers into cash for your business. Research has shown that by following a benchmark standard structure to manage your customers, the chances of success can increase significantly. The revenue map consists of 5 separate stages, with each stage indicating a certain call to action. Since your business creates value for your customers, the first stage begins with profiling your customers. This means creating and maintaining accurate customer profiles in your Klarmans dashboard. From your dashboard, go to the Customers area. On the left, select the Manage Customers option. The information on your customer you enter here will appear on all invoices, statements, emails, and other reports generated from your dashboard, hence saving you time and resources and giving your documents a more professional look. Start by selecting New Customer from the drop-down menu. Enter the name of your customer. If a limited company, ensure to add limited or Ltd at the end. Next, enter the address of your customer. If your customer is a company, make sure the address entered here is the registered office address of the company. You can verify the registered address of any company directly from Companies House's web check service. The Companies House web check service can provide you with a wealth of information on your customer, including when your customer was registered, how long has it been in business, whether the customer is still active, is all the paperwork filed and up to date, any CCJs issued or outstanding, and any other information. Regularly using Companies House web check services to monitor your customers should be a part of your day-to-day business practice. Next, enter the VAT number for your customer. Having your customer's VAT number will ensure whether they are a genuine VAT registered business in the EU. If they are VAT registered, you can use the Europa website VS or VIES to verify and validate the VAT number of any of your customers operating in the EU. If you will be charging your customer VAT, select the VAT tax group. Next, set up the discount rates you would like to offer your customer. You can set a fixed discount rate to be applied each time you invoice, or set an early payment discount rate if your customer pays early. Your dashboard will automatically calculate the discount based on the date the payment is received. When offering discount rates, consider the information you gathered from the Companies House web check service above. For example, whether the customer is creditworthy, has it been trading long enough, any change of names, and so on. If you are not offering any discounts, leave the fields as 0. You can always return to this section and add the discounts in the future. If you want to offer your customer a certain amount of credit, for example £1,000 credit limit, enter the credit limit here. Next, allocate the customer a payment term. This will allow you to keep track as to by when the customer should pay. For example, a cash customer will be on cash only, while for a customer given credit, he will be offered a payment term. Allocate the credit term you would like to offer your customer from the pre-existing terms of the drop-down menu. Registering a new payment term for your customer is quite easy and straightforward as well. Simply select Add Item on the Raise Invoice screen. You'll see a few default payment terms already registered. You can edit or delete any of these by using the Edit and Delete icons found on the right. To register a new payment term, enter a name for the payment term. Select the nature of the payment term, for example, a prepayment if the invoice will be paid by an advance by your customer, cash for the invoice paid by cash on issue of invoice. After a number of days, use this term to create a payment term for a specific number of days, for example 30 days, 15 days, and so on. Or you can register a payment term which falls on a certain day in the following month, for example the 5th or the 10th of the following month. Once a new payment term is registered, click on Add New. The new term will be displayed as part of the default payment terms. Then allocate the customer a credit status. This acts as an internal control regarding the activity with this customer, allowing you to tag the customer based on past experience. A good history credit tag would indicate that the customer has a good payment history. Selecting this credit tag will allow you to continue invoicing the customer. while an in liquidation credit tag will indicate that the customer is currently in liquidation and no more services or products should be invoiced. Hence, there will be an automatic block on further invoicing to this customer. Finally, use the General Notes section to add a memo or comment relating to this customer. Have a quick review of the details you've entered and then click on Add New Customer. A confirmation message will appear confirming that the customer has now registered on your dashboard. Registering your customer details is the core part of your customer profiling. However, the individual contacts of the customer, which you will deal with on a daily basis, are just as important. Next to the General Settings tab, you will find the Contacts tab. Click on Add New to start associating the necessary contacts for this customer. Start by entering the first and last names. This perhaps may be the person responsible for the accounts or sales for your customer. Next, allocate a unique tag or reference for this contact. For example, if the contact's name is Joe Blogs, perhaps you could use JB123. Then assign the contact to a specific category he or she is responsible for. For example, if the contact is responsible for deliveries of the items you're selling to the customer, assign the contact to deliveries. However, if the contact is responsible for receiving, processing, and paying your invoices, allocate the invoices category. Enter a phone or mobile number for the contact. Next, enter the email address. This is the email that will be used to email your sales invoices directly to this customer from your dashboard. Enter an address for the contact. This will usually be the company's address. Next, add any relevant notes relating to that contact in the Notes section. One useful idea would be to enter the link to the contact's LinkedIn profile. By simply copy and pasting the URL of your contact's LinkedIn profile here, you will be able to create a useful shortcut for accessing the contact's LinkedIn page, adding further depth to your customer profiling. You can use the contact's LinkedIn profile page to further verify his name, the company he or she works for, and general contact details, hence acting as a useful ID check. Finally, click on Add, and this will save the contact for this particular customer. You can repeat this process for any further contacts you would like to add for this customer based on their role within the company. You can always update or delete a contact using the pencil or delete icons. All the contacts registered here will be assigned to the one customer. The customer profiling is the first step of a 5-stage process. The next stage in the revenue map is processing of customer orders. Ensure to view other innovative accounting tutorials in the Accounting 2.0 series by clicking here.